What's going on, guys? Your boy Holloway here, and we are back with another video. As you can tell, it's been a while. You know, your boy ain't got him a beard somewhat. I know I'm trying to grow this thing out, but it's been a while since I recorded last, and I have some pretty big updates for you guys. Now, I'm at my buddy Phantom's house. We got all the bikes in the back, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. But we have a bike here for us to ride, and I'm gonna jump into like where I've been, what's going on currently, like some of the legal stuff, and like just jump into some of the stuff that I can talk about, and then I'll talk about the stuff that I can't talk about and explain why I can't talk about it just yet. Without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys some of these bikes right here. So we got Phantom's girlfriend's bike right here, the R7. It's pretty much bone stock right now, but I know how Phantom is. He's gonna do some mods of this pretty soon and get it all specced out. And then we got my baby for the weekend. We got the S1K. This is Phantom's S1K. It used to be red, and then he did forged carbon on it, and then now it's blue. But this fairing kit looks pretty amazing. Best thing about this bike, by hands down, clear clutch cover, of course. That exhaust is crazy. It actually needs a tune, and I think I'll probably say that at some point in the video because it's pretty bad. But yeah, I'm very thankful he let me ride this for the weekend. And then we got his M1K over here in the corner. This is what everybody loves to see right here. It's pretty cramped in here because we got a lot of stuff in here, but we got the famous blue M1K, the beautiful titanium exhaust down there from TL Motor, and then we got the stock can on it. But everything else is custom as far as like the paint job goes, and like you'll never see another one of these on the road. It always turns heads everywhere we go. And then we got the boy Lucid. We got the FZ07, the stunt boy with us with the cage on it. He was throwing some nasty wheelies last night. And then we got the boy Salem here, all the way from Tennessee. And his bike, I don't like R1s at all, don't get me wrong. But there's one thing on this bike that just sets this thing off. And I sent it to him in a DM, and he actually bought it. There's this clear clutch cover right here by TL Motor. That thing is insane. It just makes it look so good, and then with the red pressure plate inside. But I don't like R1s, but the 70th edition, or anniversary, sorry, it's just, it looks good, okay? It looks good, and it sounds crazy. Like, I think he has a flame tune on it, but it just pops like crazy. And like, we were riding last night, and it just, every 5 seconds he was rolling off the throttle, it was popping. But it sounds insane. And then we got OG Pops right here. Got him on the S1K 2025, I believe. It might, yeah, I think 2025, yeah. He also has a rear or clear clutch cover on there with the blue pressure plate. DBK, shout out them boys, with the Rizomas, with the lever guards, with the M levers. Yeah, this is, I haven't seen one like this in person as far as like a little bit of carbon on it. I think he got the carbon package on there, if I'm not mistaken, because that's carbon package, that's carbon package. I believe that is, I don't know, the tire hugger. It does not have the forged, or it does not have the carbon wheels, but they are the forged ones. But yeah, this one's done up pretty nice, and it matches his helmet. So yeah, I'm actually waiting for Millie, maybe his brothers, Salem, OG Pops, and possibly Brad, if he's done shooting for everybody at the Legends Rally. We're gonna go ride around and get some content and stuff like that. And I'm also gonna explain while we're riding, like why I can't talk about certain things, and then talk about the stuff that I can talk about. And I know I'm gonna go over all the questions everybody keeps asking. Oh, when's the next bike? What's happening? Like all that stuff. So just stay tuned. Let's hop on the bike. Let's get this video started. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. Like I said, we got a lot to talk. Damn! Oh my God, we got a lot to talk about, guys. It feels so fucking, oh crap. We got a lot to talk about and go over as far as like what all's been happening, when I'm getting a new bike and stuff like that, and what all I can talk about. So kind of getting right to it. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can dive into, but the one thing I do get asked the most, which it kind of is messed up, that people ask this before they ask how I'm doing or ask how my injuries are going, is when am I getting another bike? And the quick answer to that is whenever I get paid out from insurance and like my settlement is over with. I can't really go into detail like too much about what's going on behind the scenes, stuff like that, but just know it's getting worked out. If it works out in my favor, I'll have a new bike, at least for the next year or so maybe. Hopefully it gets over a lot quicker than that, but who knows. The long-term answer would be like, it's very complicated, and I really wish if
I could tell you guys about like what's going on and whatnot, because it is very interesting, and I don't think anybody else has been in a situation like this before, as far as like what situation I'm in now. But yeah, Phantom, this bike, it needs a tune bad. This is terrible. I'm so thankful for Phantom, guys. Like, he let me come out here and get these rollers with him, and let me use the bike for about 3 days or so. And thanks, buddy, if you're watching this. I think Lucy's about to throw it up right here. Oh no, he's doing the fucking disposable camera shit. That video went super viral on his page. I'll throw it up here on the screen. Why are you just staring at me like that? Like I said, super grateful that he was allowed me to come out here and ride this bike. It's like I'm back home, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started the channel on the S1K, and then I wrecked, and now I'm back on the S1K. So, you know, well, I started the channel with the S1000, but that's OG subscribers. If you're still here by then, since then, that's kind of crazy, and I thank you. But getting back to it, so I kind of covered the bike thing, what I'm going to get into the bike. Yeah, it's just going to take a while, guys. You know, I know everybody's waiting on me to make more videos, and I'm trying to work through all that, but I kind of hate borrowing bikes because, you know, something could happen, and I'm not in the financial situation right now to be paying somebody else for a bike, because your boy is kind of borderline broke, alright? I'm not like some of these people who are just going to be like, oh yeah, I always got money. You know, people go through shit in life, and I'm one of those people who are very transparent, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not completely broke, but I'm broke enough to where I don't need to be making stupid decisions and doing stuff I know I shouldn't be doing on other people's bikes. So, that's all. Yeah, I'm trying not to borrow too many people's bikes, and just to have that risk factor taken out. And I'm also not trying to overdo my shoulder, because that leads me to my next point. Your boy had surgery on his shoulder. Now, the surgery was not too bad, the recovery is not too bad. It's just, when I go to PT, it freaking kills me, because they have to stretch it out and do all this. So I actually had labrum surgery, and I'll actually insert the video here now.
Shoulder labral repair surgery is done. When the labrum, the ring of cartilage that deepens the shoulder socket, gets torn from injury or repeated overhead motion, surgery helps restore stability and reduce pain. The procedure usually begins with anesthesia, so you're fully asleep and comfortable. Most labral repairs are done arthroscopically, meaning the surgeon makes a few tiny incisions around the shoulder. A small camera is inserted to see inside the joint, along with specialized instruments. The torn labrum is carefully identified, and the edge of the shoulder socket is gently prepared so the tissue can heal back properly. Small anchors with strong sutures are placed into the bone, and those sutures are used to secure the labrum back into its normal position. The surgeon checks shoulder movement to ensure stability without over-tightening. Once everything looks solid, the instruments are removed and the incisions are closed. The arm is placed in a sling to protect the repair.
Yeah, so I had labrum surgery, and basically they went in there, they put about 8 to 10 anchors, maybe even more. They did like a complete 180 of my labrum and like reattached it and pulled it back close to the scapula, and they drilled into my scapula to put those anchors in there, and they sutured it shut. And that happened January 15th, and now your boy is back on 2, and I was able to ride actually 3 weeks after my surgery. I did ride, but I did not record it. I recorded like a cell phone clip real quick. It was like in a parking lot, and oh, this car smoking. It felt pretty good, so like, you know what? I'm gonna go ride. And now me and Phantom made this little trip, and we invited all the homies down behind us to get out and ride a little bit, man. The next thing up is like, as far as content goes, like what I'm gonna do as far as like maintaining the channel, and I'm gonna try to find some bikes, some people that'll, you know, it kind of goes against what I just said basically about like riding on people's bikes, but I have people like they want me to ride their bikes. Specifically a 2025 Ducati V4S, they want me to ride it and see what I think. So shout out to Colby, he said he'll let me ride it. I have to go to Tennessee for that. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Tennessee. He might come down here to me, I don't know. We'll figure that out on the back end. But just stay tuned for a video. I do plan on test driving one of those Ducatis. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. I'm sure, like, I want to get more into like vlogging just as a whole, but I know this is like a channel surrounded by bikes, so there's not really a whole lot I can do that'll, you know, get the views and, you know, actually make some dope content out of it. I have a lot of people asking me about if I'm going to go to any of the meets. I would, and I really want to, but like I said, I'm not in a financial position to be like going to these meets and renting bikes and renting cars or driving my truck down there or up there or wherever, spending the gas money and, you know, something happening and I ultimately cannot pay for it. Yeah, this thing needs a tune bad. That's terrible. That, Jesus. I even played with the engine braking and it's still pretty bad. That's one thing I miss about S1K, baby, is that D-cell, that little snap, crackle, pop, baby. Oh my God. Yeah, hopefully this camera angle is alright, because your boy didn't check anything. You know, I got hit in this helmet and there wasn't a whole lot of damage done to it. And I know what I'll say in the video, you know what I'm saying, but I'm trying to get these videos out for you guys because I just love making videos. I couldn't stand not riding and not making videos. So I'm doing this for you guys and for my mental sanity. But hopefully I will be getting a new helmet soon and I won't have to worry about, you know, riding in a wrecked helmet or anything. My last point, I know a lot of people are asking and they're kind of like a little intrigued on like how my legal stuff is going, and I do plan on making like a full breakdown video of how everything played out. And you know, if you guys are interested in that, just stay tuned, because once it's over I can talk about everything, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully this ends soon and I can get that video up to you guys, because there's a lot of people that happens to like my situation and they don't know what to do. Well, nothing can like come of it because, you know, their lawyer didn't take the right steps or they weren't that aggressive. And I'm not trying to speak too highly on my lawyers right now because anything can happen, but so far so good. There's just a little bit of miscommunication a little bit, but we're working through it. So, but yeah, man, that's kind of like the only really updates I have for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. I'm gonna try to get some clips of everybody on the interstate and Lucid doing some wheelies and whatnot. So stay tuned. We're about to get on the interstate in just a second. I don't think the brother is enjoying this a whole lot. He just wants to get by. That boy getting good. That boy getting good. That boy getting good. It's always something with these BMWs, man. I love BMW, but fuck. Sheesh.